Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elena and today we will be doing an everyday home decor jute twine projects. I got 3 for you, which is I'm gonna quickly show you so you know what to expect. There is a box for the buttons that I made and I just love it. Then another one would be a vase and a home decor hanging plant. Isn't that cool? So, if you would like to know how I made them, keep on watching. Okay, for this project you will need a jute and an empty Listerine bottle. And what I do, I'm gonna use my permanent marker to make some marks where I want to cut the bottle open. So then I went back and got my X-Acto knife and I'm gonna cut that bottle top away from the bottle and then use a little scissors to kind of trim it so it's not as sharp. Alright, this is the easy way to get your jute wet in a glue. So what I got an empty bottle from the Dollar Tree. Then I used my yarn needle to poke a hole with my jute through the bottle and then I add some Elmer's glue. This way when you pull the jute through the bottle, it looks nice and wet already and not all that fuzzy. So in addition, I use a tacky glue to wrap that whole middle section of my bottle slash vase before I move on to the next process. Alright, now we're going to take our crochet tool, going to wrap a couple of jute strings around 2 fingers and make a first slip kind of knot. Now, what we're going to get some jute out, then pull through. And we will be doing a chain link and it's going to make this really cute, like a braided jute that you will be wrapping next. What I did, I made quite a lot. So I made like a whole little yarn ball of this braided jute and I wrapped it all the way on the bottom of this bottle and then I went in and wrapped all the way the top portion. So the next step would be to make some cute little flowers, and I used some of my hot glue and I did not have my white jute, which I do have now. Actually, Dollar Tree has this really cool cotton jute twine and I picked up a few, but all I used for this project was my macrame cord. But I actually bleached some jute, and if you guys are interested to see how I bleached the jute, I can show it to you. Just let me know in the comments below. So what I do here, I am keep wrapping like in a circle and small dots of hot glue. Be careful because it is hot and I didn't burn myself too much, but it was stinging on some the sides. So now we finished our first petal and I will need for this project, actually I used for this project 5 of those. So you'll make 5 of those little round kind of circles. So when you're done with that, you kind of put them aside and start working on your leaves. And as you can tell, I have a couple of different sizes because I didn't know which one I needed. So I used the file, and inside the file is a piece of paper, which is 8x10, where I drew it. Now I use a tacky glue around the kind of the size that I wanted for the leaf, and I start wrapping my already wet jute from Elmer's glue, as you can tell, and in addition I'm adding some tacky glue to fill this whole leaf. And with the beauty of this, you guys can just keep doing and doing, filling up this middle part, and then when you're done, it's so easy. This leaf is just, you know, staying together and you just pull it through from that and then wipe your file and you're ready to go for another one. So I made 4 of those. First I made 3 and then I had to add another one. Now we are putting our flower together, which we adding that little dot of glue on each petal and kind of putting them right next to each other and then close it in. So when that was done, I used a little like a pearl from the Dollar Tree, one of those packs in the middle, so to make it really cute. And now it's ready to be added to our vase. So as you can tell on the right hand side, I only have 3 leaves. So because I thought I would have enough, but it didn't quite look nice. So I made another leaf. So this process is tedious, but it is looks so gorgeous. See, here's my leaf number 4. So now we put it together. It's all nice. I added a few rocks to the bottom of my vase so it will be nice and steady. And then I pulled some of these cute flowers that I got it on clearance, I think at Michael's, and this is gigantic bouquet. So I cut a few by using my favorite tool. All my favorite tools are in the description below. And here you go. I think it turned out adorable. Alright, for this project you'll need some bamboo sticks, and I used this container. It looks like it's from cardboard. It is from Dollar Tree. And of course the jute. So what I did, I marked about 1/2 inch and cut the bottom of the little container off using my X-Acto knife. Then I went to my hot glue and I wrapped this jute all the way at the bottom of my container slash I don't know, some kind of box that I'm making. You can use it for anything. I am using it for buttons. So as a spoiler alert. So then I cut some of my bamboo sticks and I made them all the same size, and I kind of placed them, I try to eyeball it so they placed evenly around, and I used the hot glue to kind of secure them in place around the bottom of my box that I'm making. There it is. That's how it looks. And now I'm wrapping the jute and kind of going inside and outside. You see how it is? And this was the wrong way. So I wrapped like, I don't know, maybe 1/4 of it, and see the pretty side is inside and I want it to be outside, so I took it apart. If you like it that way, you can keep just wrapping all the way to the top, but I took it apart and start over. So you're doing it, okay, see how I'm doing it, and up, and then you go, and I'm kind of was holding it a little bit, so, and then again all the way until I got to the top. And then of course I use my it's like a pliers, it's from Craftsman. I told you a million times that it's my favorite tool, and I cut the excess of the wooden sticks from the top. Then now I went back to my braided chain linked jute string, and see how beautiful it is, and I wrapped it a couple of rows at the bottom, and I did the same process to the top as well. And I think it just adds this gorgeous look. I am so obsessed with the jute. I did so many projects, I can't wait to share them with you. See, I did like a couple of rows. I think it's like 4 or 3, probably 3. Yeah, it was 3. And then the easiest way to, when you braid chain link this jute, you can cut it and you just pull, and it's just ties the knot. The jute doesn't go apart, so that's the best part of it. So now, as I said, we do the same thing to the top by using the hot glue kind of to cover those holes where the wooden dowels were. Okay, we're done with the bottom. Now we're gonna work on the top. So I went back to jute again and used my hot glue and just in a circular motion wrap the top part of this lid, and see how it is. It's just, you keep wrapping in a circle and it just creates this cute pattern that I just love. So when I was done with that, I went back to my braided jute and I wrapped it around the lid, kind of the side of this lid that I am going to use for my button box. See, there it is. This is how it's done. I love how it turned out. Jute just makes it gorgeous. So what I did, I tried how it fits. It fits perfectly. Now we're gonna make a flower. I got a piece of burlap fabric, which is 4 by 12, and what I did, I kind of hot glue the two sides together, and then I start pulling the strings from the middle, and I left like about an inch on each side. See how it is? Now I'm adding the hot glue and rolling it a little by little, until we get all the way to the end of the burlap. And that's what we got. Now I'm gonna fluff it up, and you can leave it that way, or you can keep pressing on it kind of from the top, and it will make it more like, fluffy and fluff. It's just fuzzing out. So I love how it looks. So now I add it to the top of my lid, and I thought it just made it a world of difference. What do you guys think? But I thought, well, it's missing something. So I made another flower, the same method we did. And for the inside, I used a button. So it will match my button box. I added to the side of the box. And then I was looking at it and thought, well, it's missing something else. So what I did after I was done with the flower, I went in and pulled some buttons and added a bunch of buttons to the top, like the small ones, so kind of like decoration, so it's identified that it's a button box. And of course I put the buttons inside, and we are done. All right, for this project I used a can, and it was from variety of fudge that we had at Christmas time. I cut it because it was way too long. You guys can use the container from chips. Pringles would work as well. And what I did, I outlined the bottom of this can and made 2 circles on the cardboard, then cut them out and glued them to the top of my burlap fabric using Elmer's glue. Then I cut them out and attached to the top and to the bottom of my can. And before that, I think I forgot to tape it, but I cut the middle off, kind of made an opening. I made an opening on this can, and I forgot to film it. I'm so sorry, but I just made kind of like an oval opening on this can, which is where I will be putting my flowers in. But now, back to this. We are wrapping burlap fabric, as you can tell, using the hot glue around the can. So when we are done with that and it's nice and secure, I trimmed the fabric off the can, and then of course I cut the opening out so I can start putting my flowers inside and do a perfect wall decorations. As you can tell, see how I did? I cut insides and then used a little bit of hot glue to secure the burlap so it's not gonna flop around. Then I went and got my braided jute. This is one of my favorite, and I outlined the opening and the sides, like on each side I did like a 1 round, so it kind of gives a cute dimension. Then I made a handle, which I just got a jute, and this you can measure the size of the length that you want. I didn't make it too long, but I thought it would be perfect to just hanging on the wall, and you can replace the flowers with the season. So now you got the foam from the floral department, glue it in the middle of your little box. And I got this cute little tulips at the Dollar Tree. I wish I would have got some more because I can't find them anymore. And I just play with it until I got my little perfect wall decoration the way I want it. I love how it turned out. Well, that was all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got some inspiration from my 3 little projects. Let me know which one was your favorite. I love the wall hanging, but I don't know, I like them all. So that was all for today. Please don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you in my next DIY video real soon. Bye for now.